right, guys, how we doing? It's your boy Joe Caffarelli here, coming at you in 2023, and oh boy, it's already setting up to be a crazy year. I know I look a little different now with the beautiful shaved face. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments below. All right, now let's get into it. Now we just heard just a couple days ago that the Virginia Islands Attorney General was suing J.P. Morgan Chase for allegedly facilitating the underage child sex trafficking ring that was being done at the Epstein Island. Okay, now we're getting this news story posted today by the Post Millennium. The Virginia Island AG was fired after launching a suit alleging J.P. Morgan Chase facilitated Epstein's sex trafficking operation. Now, let's read this article. The lawsuit that the AG, Denise George, I'm guessing this is Denise George here, has filed and launched on Wednesday accused J.P. Morgan Chase, who banked with Epstein starting in 1998, of knowingly providing and pulling the levers through which recruiters and victims were paid. Okay, so she was alleging that uh, they were in full knowledge. All right, what was going on? Pretty much, they were facilitating the payments of which Epstein was paying his victims and paying his recruiters. All right, uh, that that was involved in this underage sex trafficking ring. All right, now let's read. Denise George was fired Saturday for her role as Attorney General of the United States Virgin Islands only a few days after she filed a lawsuit against J.P. Morgan Chase, alleging the banking giant turned a blind eye to Jeffrey Epstein's rampant child sex abuse and sex trafficking. The Virgin Islands consortium reported that Albert Bryan Jr., the governor of the U.S. Virgin Islands, said in a statement he relieved Denise George of her duties as Attorney General this weekend. Oh, I wonder why. He must have got a little phone call from somebody saying that, hey, you better get this chick out of here, all right? Or I'm coming to visit you next. I'm gonna Epstein you next, buddy. Epstein owned the island of Little St. James in the Virgin Islands, which was referred in court documents as Pedo Island. Huh? How's that? Pedo Island. The lawsuit that George had filed and launched on Wednesday accused J.P. Morgan Chase, who banked with Epstein starting in 1998, of knowing, providing, pulling the levers through which recruiting and victims were paid. Epstein was convicted for procuring child prostitution in 2008 in Florida, but the banking giant continued to do the business with Epstein's through 2013. So he was convicted of this child sex trafficking ring in 2008. Okay, they, fully knowing of all this, continued to fund and bank with Epstein through to 2013. Okay, Epstein was arrested on additional sex crime charges and related to abusing minors, but died in dubious conditions. Just don't Epstein yourself, buddy. That was reported as a suicide. Epstein's private plane was used to transport well-known political figures such as Bill Gates, Prince Andrews, and Bill Clinton. She must, the dude must have got a call from Hillary. That's a scary call. Ah, to the island, which was called the Lalito Express. According to the Daily Mail, a spokesperson for Governor Bryan said that reports claiming her firing was due to the lawsuit were non entirely accurate. Uh, George led a sex trafficking case against the Epstein estate in November and won $150 million settlement for the territorial government of the U.S. Virgin Islands. In another separate lawsuit from November, several of Epstein's victims sued both J.P. Morgan Chase, Deutsche Bank, alleging that the institutions were compliant in aiding Epstein's sex crimes against minors, noting that Epstein often paid off both victims and their families over years. Epstein's partner, Ghislaine Maxwell, was found guilty of minor sex trafficking and minor sexual abuse in December of 2021 in her role helping Epstein. So again, this is ongoing because we still don't have the client list that's out there that I mean, the FBI raided this guy, okay, and found everything. This was years ago, and they continued to harbor this freaking criminal and allowing him to do what he was doing. All right, the what do I want to say here? The spider's web of this whole mess goes deep. Okay, so yeah, I wonder why she was relieved of her duties. Because she's going after some of the biggest players in this game now, the banks. All right. Well, that's all I got for this. I'm gonna leave the a link for the Post Millennium in the description below, so you guys can check it out for yourself. Make sure you guys tell me what you think of this. All right, in the comments below. And again, happy 2023, and I'll see you guys again soon.